this. Whoa, that is a long time, isn't it? Okay, you need that in your toolkit, folks. You need to put it in there. Here's some of the things. We talked about it being good for cardiovascular. So it's good for the promotion of fibrin in the inhibition of antiplasma. And it has a lot of protective value to the circulation system. Blood sugar, I'm going to try and make this quick. Blood sugar. The health benefits include significant anti-inflammatory effects that rise from the inhibition of the pathways or the inflammatory pathways, which serve to normalize blood glucose levels and leads to statistically significant reestablishment of insulin sensitivity. What does that mean? You've heard of your body becoming insulin resistant. If you can make your body become not resistant, then you remove the problem of having blood sugar issues, and that's what it says it does. It removes the sensitivity. Apparently, that has something to do with inflammatory processes. Well, let's kind of put it this way. If you're trying to put a boat up to a dock, and then all of a sudden the shoreline inflames or swells out and goes past the boat dock, you can't dock your boat at the dock anymore because the land is in the way. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you reduce the inflammatory process, now insulin can be bound and go to the receptor site. Okay, let's keep going here. What about the brain? Well, it decreases the presence of a certain kind of protein that is potentially deposited in the brain as a plaque. You know what plaque is, right? And causes neuronal cell death. Okay? So, hey, that's pretty cool. It also has been compared to a acetylcholine inhibitor. And by the way, there's all kinds of research about the effect that it's having on the brain. And by the way, we do have some really cool stuff that comes from jellyfish that is actually enhancing the memory in people. And there's been scientific research that says the memory's enhanced 30%. People that didn't think they had a memory problem, that like, okay, how do they stop, they get directions, they go, okay, wait a minute, you said what now? They don't have to write them down anymore, they can remember them. So, there's all kinds of that kind of just practical help when it comes to increasing your ability for memory. Pain management. Whoa, now this is going to be good for the baby boomers. It helps in arthritis pain for neuropathic pain. For fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome. Clinical studies show that the impact of it for these is comparable to COX-2 inhibitors. What's COX-2? Things like the drugs they took off the market, one of them, and Clairol. What is some of them? Gosh, I can't. My brain. I need to take some so I can remember. A 4-week clinical study of patients with neuropathic pain and a double-blind placebo-controlled said that this product had a highly favorable impact on pain with a 79% positive response. That's great. Okay, now over here to the benefit on effects on allergies. So we've got this new antioxidant available to, I'm not going to go over that because we've got so much to cover. If you're interested in this study, this research, let me know. We're going to be transcribing this into a form that you can use, and we'll put it in a PDF. And I got all kinds of stuff that I don't even understand because I'm not a biochemist. But it's there, and I wanted you to know that it's available, and it comes in, we can get it for you. But there's one formula is for the memory, focusing with other ingredients and supplements like acetylcarnitine, gotu-kola, ginkgo, so forth, guarana. Those can lycopene or black pepper, which is really good for the brain, by the way. Don't let them fool you. It's in that formula, and we have a brand new item. I'm really excited about the eye formula. So if you're interested in finding out about it, right, tell me in the subject line, antioxidant. Just put antioxidant, and we'll pull it up real quick, and we'll get you the information. And if you're interested, make sure you tell me in your email if you want to know how to get it, because, well, actually, you can just go to the blog, and our blog, by the way, is simplyyourhealth.wordpress.com. And by the way, I have for a long time left the protocol up there for the swine flu. And that is exactly the protocol that I would recommend even for this new strain that everybody's saying, of course, right now at this point is 100% fatal. Well, you go, hey, Doc, well, if it's 100% fatal, how can we fight it? Well, it's 100% fatal because Western medicine is using their approach. And if you recall, when the West Nile virus broke out, and they had about a 40% death rate, and they couldn't contain it with their approach, when they called me in, we ended it. And you know what? I'm not the most brilliant person that walked in that facility. There's probably way more brain power in other people. I mean, I've had students in my pre-med nursing pro. I had one that he read the book the first day and it was over. And I thought, well, he's going to have a problem. But every time I asked him a question, it was like I was hearing the book repeated. I mean, there is a lot of brain power out there, but it's just simply understanding that you're on the wrong page, that you really aren't using the model that works. Pasteur's model is broken. Western medicine and the existing medical model is broken. And we have to change, or these kind of problems where they pleomorphically change, Western medicine will constantly chasing the dragon's tail. Now, by and large, I want to tell you this. I'm really happy that the world listened to a complete story and that they weren't able to hand out all the vaccines they wanted. And now much of that vaccination base is being sent back. You know why? Because I think things like the internet and all the communication that was done about how bad vaccines finally got through. And guess what? The whole world hasn't been vaccinated. They said they were way behind, and it's still slowing down, isn't it? Now, if they didn't release another one, we'd be okay. I'm on a rant. I better quit. Okay, how will we got a question in there? I think I answered the question about 100% death rate. How will this help us in a mutated flu? Well, like I just mentioned, the Western model, no, they couldn't do anything with this new mutated flu. They couldn't do anything with. You got to remember, they don't have anything for viruses. Period. All of their medicine is either a vaccination, they say, is to prevent the body by giving you the flu to start with, and then you have an immunity to it, where pleomorphic approach is, no, we don't have to give you the flu to get you immune. We'll expose fragments of that virus that describes to the immune system what to look for, and you don't get the flu, and you don't get this. A pleomorphic remedy won't give you the flu. It teaches your body how to identify. In other words, you're getting the genetic blueprint and the ability to put your immune system's radar and turn it on in order to recognize something that previously it couldn't. And then when it comes, it'll kill it, and if not, it'll downgrade it.